It's a compact and lightweight zoom lens with a 200 to 800mm equivalent, industry-leading weatherproofing and stabilization that really shakes up the telephoto game. It's the brand new M.Zuiko 100 to 400mm f5 lens from Olympus. Hey guys, Andrew from Wilkinson Cameras, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you press the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified of all our new videos. This is the brand new M.Zuiko 100 to 400mm telephoto lens, and it's really high in terms of the technology spectrum. So it's perfect if you've got an EM1 series camera and you're looking to max out on the capabilities of it, or maybe you've even got an EM5 series camera and you want to step into the super telephoto market without breaking the bank. One of the first things I noticed when I pulled it out the box is just simply how good it looks, from the chrome and blue banding at the front all the way down to the sleek metal finish all along the body. All of the parts on this camera move with purpose, so from the zoom to the focus, and all of the 4 switches that you'll find on this camera all have a really nice satisfying click to it. Weighing in at just short of 1.5 kilos, it has a real nice presence in your hand, but it feels incredibly well balanced. And in fact, it feels so sturdy that I think this might be one of the only things that could break a Nokia 3310. That then is one of the main selling points for the M.Zuiko Olympus lenses, is that they are built to last and incredibly weather sealed. With an official IPX1 rating, you'll find that this can withstand any of the hostile environments that you'd throw at a telephoto lens. One of the things that we covered in our EM1 review was the pinpoint accuracy of the autofocus system, and this is something that this lens definitely assists with as well. It is incredibly sharp and pinpoint accurate, especially when you're using the focus limiter on the side, so when you're using macro photography, which is something that this lens really does excel at. You can even fit one of 2 macro telephoto converters for this lens, 0.81 magnification and 1.15. These even work with the built-in image stabilization of this lens, so combine those 2 together and you're onto a winner for macro photography. Speaking of teleconverters, this lens can be pushed all the way to 1600mm equivalent using the 2x teleconverter. We haven't really seen something that can shoot that far in such a small, compact body. This is actually less than half the size of an 800mm equivalent DSLR full frame lens, and dare I say it, a little bit cheaper too. Getting on to the technical side of things, this lens features 21 elements in 15 groups, 4 ED, 2 HR and 2 Super HR lenses as well. Compared to a lot of competitors, that's a lot of quality in just one telephoto lens. And you'll find this quality all the way down the focal length. Even at 400mm, all the way around the image, you'll find very little distortion or chromatic aberration. Now, sadly, over the time that I've had this lens, we haven't been blessed with any good weather. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to get any shots of our moon. But thankfully, Olympus has shown me a few images that they've captured themselves. And I have to say, this is a lens that could be very viable for any kind of astrophotography, especially when you're using that teleconverter at 1600mm equivalent. The minimum focus distance of this lens is 1.3 meters with a viewing angle of 12 degrees all the way down to 3.1 degrees, meaning that it's plenty viable for any situations you want to throw at it, even when you're using it for video in any kind of sport or action sequences. Because of the image stabilization, you can find that this is actually a really versatile telephoto lens. So to put this lens through its paces, I've taken it out in this damp, muggy weather to see how we get on. I'll take it into the countryside, I'll take it around the lake, and we'll see what we can find. The 100 to 400mm M.Zuiko lens then is an incredible start to Olympus's roadmap for future M.Zuiko lenses. If you haven't had the chance already, make sure you head over to our website and our blog to check out all about that story. So if you're an already existing Olympus user or a Micro Four Thirds user in general, you'll find that this lens really beats a lot of the competition for the telephoto and super telephoto range. With its class-leading image stabilization, weather sealing, and compatibility with teleconverters and image stabilization, you'll be hard-pressed to find a lens of this quality in this price bracket. If you'd like to know more about the M.Zuiko 100 to 400mm lens or anything in our Olympus range, make sure you head in store, visit us online, or give us a call, and we're more than happy to help.